Well, hey everybody. It was actually so nice seeing everyone in their videos for the presentations that I got a little nostalgic, and I thought, well, I don't know if it's so much returning the favor as it is punishing you one last time by uh, thrusting my visage upon you, but here we are. I thought I'd record a quick thing to say goodbye to everyone. As you can see, in accordance with the current situation, I have done nothing to trim my beard in this time. So maybe if I see you by the time we ever all wind up back at St. Vincent, it'll be dragging the ground. Who knows? We'll see what happens. I did want to touch on a couple of things real quick. First thing is our assignment for this last week, the portfolio. So as you know, we don't have anything like a final exam in the class, but we do have this cumulative project here at the end, which is the portfolio project. I've tried to write out a detailed description of what you're supposed to be doing in this. But I know sometimes moving from written detailed instructions to actual accomplishment is hard. So I wanted to take a minute and run over what you're doing here. All right, so look, you're selecting 3 writings that you have done this semester already. 2 of them will be our formal essays from our formal essays. So you'll have either the first, second, or third formal essay, and that is the informative essay, the evaluative essay, or the narrative essay. And what I'd like you to do is pick one of the or 2 of those 3, and I want you to do revisions on them. Now, I gave feedback on all of these, and you can use that to get started. But really, what I want to see is you taking the lead in your own writing and using what you've learned in this class for what makes for good writing. And I'd like you to actually make some revisions and changes on each of these. Okay, and then you're gonna put them together with copies of the original for me to compare, and then I'm gonna take a look at them and see what kind of changes you decided to make. Now you're gonna also pick one of our cooperative writings, and on that one, the object is a little bit different. What I'm gonna ask you to do is each of those was written as a piece of informal writing. We emphasized at the time when we were doing them that the purpose for them, what you were actually writing about, what you're trying to accomplish in the writing, and your insight were the things that were going to be graded in them. So as you remember from our big chart of the 6 parts of good writing, that there are more than just purpose and insight going into a piece of writing. So what I'd like you to do is to think about what it would take to change these from informal to formal pieces of writing. Now, I'm not asking you to, turn it into a big research project. I'm not asking you to totally transform it, but I am asking you to make changes that would make it more formal. I want you to think about the difference between informal and formal writing and make changes to make it more formal. So you don't have to add a lot to the length of it, but you are going to be changing the structure and probably a lot of the type of language that you would use to make it more formal. All right. Now, those are you're going to have. So you're going to have your 3 original things that you selected, and you're going to have the 3 revisions for those. And then the only new piece of writing that you need to do for this is I want you to write a reflection on the process of doing these revisions. And that reflection will be put together in the form of a business style letter. All right. So you're going to address it to me because this is the closing business of our class together. You're going to address it to me, and then what I want you to do in this reflection is to talk about the type of changes that you made in the writings you've selected, and I want you to explain why you made those changes, why they make what you're writing better now. All right, that's it. So do that. You can talk a little bit more about the whole process of learning about writing. That's fine. But really what I'm looking for is, again, some really practical views about the changes that you made so I can get some insight into how you're thinking about your writing. So that's going to be a really important part of this. I have a suggestion for how you should order the portfolio. Now, the portfolio will be put together, all of these documents will be put together in one single document, all right? So you're gonna just cut and paste everything that you do into one big long doc or one big long PDF, all right? So that I can just, use my scroll and go up and down and look and see what's different from here to there, all right? So I have all this explained in my instructions. Now, if anybody isn't clear on what I'm asking you to do, if between this and the written instructions you're still not clear, I will be happy to answer your questions. All right. So let's get that done. Let's see. The only other things I have to talk about are this. One, I really, really do appreciate it if you get evaluations done for the class. That would be very nice. I cannot stress enough. I sincerely use these evaluations to change what I do from semester to semester. All right. When I see a bunch of people saying this did not work, I look at it and I try to figure out how to either it's got to go or I got to make it new. All right. So please take the time and do that. I know it's very busy time for you, but regardless, please. I would appreciate it. Even if you don't add any written comments, even if you just click through and, say this number, it'll only take a moment to do that at least. All right. And that'll at least give me some hint about what direction to go. The only other thing is if you have any work outstanding that we've talked about you getting in, we are coming up to the crunch date. So look, I will accept late work through Monday, May 4th, all right? On Tuesday of that week, I will be getting, I will be grading all of these portfolios and I will be finalizing grades, all right? Oh, there is one other last thing I need to talk about. So part of your grade is participation, and we've been doing participation in this as well. So basically, meaning when I say in this as well, I mean, in the online setting. So those grades are pretty well set and they will be included in your work. So it may, that won't reflect in the Schoolology grade, but it will be included in the final grade. So you can use your Schoolology grade to get a pretty good idea about where you're standing, but it may change slightly depending because of the additional grades going in for participation. All right, so what can I say? It's been a crazy semester. You're aware of that as well as I am. I really, really enjoyed our time together and I miss seeing you guys. So I don't want to, end by crying, but it may happen. All right, so as I say, if you need anything, if you're missing anything, if you're not sure on anything, give me a text, give me a call, give me, give me an email, and we'll take care of it. But things really have to get taken care of like a week from Monday. That's it. We're done. All right. As I say, it's been a delight, and hopefully I'll see you guys, sometime in the coming years. All right. Adios.